Hello, and welcome back to Going Medieval. We're working on the big castle. Or, well, it's big, but, you know, considering it's so far down, it doesn't feel like it's overwhelming to the rest. But it is the last major piece we need to do for our settlement. We are building up the armory in there, the royal bedroom, which is really just a flex at this point. And then just, I don't know, the roof, really. We've finished our keep. We're working on ballistas, which almost have all the parts they need. And then any extra limestone we have will be into finishing our wall, changing this from wood to limestone. And majorly what I want to do today is actually gear up and maybe try to take on a bandit camp at the end of today. It depends on how this build goes, how fast it goes, which, if I'm going to be honest, seems to be going pretty quick. At the moment, seems to be cooking. Is there a deer inside my inn? I have a pet deer named Dick Blasta. I didn't even know that. Ooh, okay. We've also run into... I can't tell. Are they all on top? Okay. We are trying to dig out the expanded freezer here as well. Pony Girl and Jareth both eligible to be Sergeant at Arms. We have a training room created. Somebody said I needed weapon racks in here, but I don't think that's maybe true. I think maybe they were wrong. Now, that being said, am I going to put weapon racks in here anyway? You better believe it. Because it is going to make it look cool. If only I could find them. There they are. Wall-mounted weapon racks and armor racks. Yeah, why not, right? That's definitely a vibe. We'll toss some armor racks in here too. But we'll make sure it's like only actual armor. Alright, that's pretty fun. So the community role Sergeant at Arms, it said that Jareth was available with his 19 marksmanship. And... Pony Girl was available. She has very low marksmanship. What is required to be a Sergeant at Arms? Marksman and melee. 5 and 5. I feel like there's probably a lot of people available for that. Nope. I feel like nobody has gotten wounded in this campaign as much as Jareth. I am tempted to make it Dr. Sean, though. Because he is... also pretty good. And Jareth is striking me with lightning right now. So, you know, we have some debate to make there. What are your strats? Robust, Solemnant, and a Dullard. And Jareth is fleet-footed, an early bird, a lightweight, vigorous, and wise. All right. You make a good argument to be my Sergeant at Arms. Pony Girl, what do you have? A hedonist, a night owl, bloodlust, and heat resistant. But your stats are significantly lower. So I tell you what. Jareth with 25 intellectual. What are you? Construction? You have 22 intellectual. A lot of you guys are pretty intellectual. I'm going to promote Jareth to the Sergeant at Arms. Have 5 settlers with roles in 1 settlement. Wise doesn't sound like the Jareth we know. I know. But, you know, he's going to take care of himself. We'll give him a little roll duty time. I don't really know when we're meant to be doing roll duties, but we can also now hold an event for martial training. I need to make many more of those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 training dummies. What do we make these out of? Hay? know how much hay we have. I'll make sure we have like 4 practice targets up as well. Our ornate bookshelf is here, which is amazing because it means I can finally get rid of these stockpiles on the ground where I've just been leaving textbooks to basically rot. And our thesis bench is ready. So we can start making the next level of tech. So, okay. We have some extra room for books in the basement. The armory is nice and happy. The crows are going crazy. The library is good. You guys are working on weapon racks and armor racks up here. I want to make sure that it is like only sturdy, only 50% HP. And then I want to copy that onto all of these. Perfect. And then same deal here, 50%. Sturdy. Copy. Don't copy that floppy. The royal bedroom, I guess, is already made. This was way faster than I thought things were going to get built. Now all we need is the limestone for that. Wow, okay. I can't actually build the royal bedroom until we have all of our tier 3 research books, because there's some pieces there. Oh my god, both the ballistas are being made right now. Oh yeah. Sorry, a chaplain is visiting. Hold a Eucharist event to make the most of their stay. Cool. Can I do this here? How do I do this? You're an Oak Brethren Zealot. I don't understand. How are you a chaplain, but you are a zealot for the Oak Brethren? You're only meant to be able to be a chaplain if you are a zealot for the, the church. This is going to be the most confusing event ever. It's going to be unforgettable. That much is certain. Let's do it. My dudes. You've also given me a mysterious gift of blackberries, which I don't currently think we have room for. All right, as the most religious zealot imaginable comes in here. Oh, neat. Because I did leave this up, people will also gather upstairs, which is pretty cool. Wow. Look at this, man. Our church is just completely ready to boogie. Gotta love that. I think this is the first real church event we've had. A couple of puppy dogs walking around. Take Sergeant level 2 needs a weapon rack in the training room. Ah, okay, okay. That makes sense. I guess he'll need some time as well as a sergeant. You would just like to slap a brazier in here so that we can heat up the infirmary a little bit during the winter as well. How's this going? Ooh. Oh, that did a big number on the Oak of the Brethren. It was an unforgettable event led by a level 2 chaplain. That actually converted a ton of the Oak of the Brethren. For better or worse. Probably worse, honestly, but we'll see. I'm excited to see how that turns out. I have 135 of those books and 84 of those books available. Part of me's wondering, should I start, like, making statues? Should I start making shuffleboard and backgammon? That was pretty obvious decision. How big is the shuffleboard table? It's not too bad. I was kind of thinking that, like, yeah, I think I'm going to take out this guy. What I'll do is I'm going to put backgammon up here and shuffleboard down here. Nah, you know what? Let's do it the other way. Because you know what? We could put 2 backgammon tables down here. We'll have a cozy games corner on the edge of the inn. And, you know, the backgammon is, I guess, the better game. Jester's turn 31. Oak Brother and Renown increased. We still have a level 3 druid in our town, so, you know, they're going to be leveling up pretty constantly, so. Gonna need a whole lot of precious time, right? Take that small pile of 2,000 blackberries. I picked them one by one. Just a tiny little pile of 2,000 blackberries. It's nothing too serious. I do need to make sure that we add in all these clay brick walls. Because if this floods, so help me gods. I guess I have to mine that out as well. I'm gonna need to leave like some clay bricks in here for sure. Clay pillars in here for sure. Just to make sure that we don't collapse the whole damn place. Did we do beams? Oh no, we did cross beams. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. That's actually kind of nicer. Might be one like there as well. Now expanding this before the winter would have been the logical thing, but you know, we've never been much on logic. Shuffleboard is just curling without ice. You call yourself Canadian? Of course I call myself Canadian. I know how to cheat at shuffleboard. I mean, curling. I mean, I don't know how to cheat at curling. I mean, I gotta go. Cool. Backgammon. I love backgammon. Don't know how to play it. But visually, I think it's one of the cooler looking board games. I've known how to play it at times in my life, but I can't say that I could tell you any of the rules right now. Look at ballista bolts. Where the hell do I make those? Also, paintings. I want more of them. Do you make blister bolts? No. Do you make blister bolts? Yes. Until we have 40? They use a lot of wood. Am I gonna have to like store these down here? I have no idea. Ammunition. Ballista bolt. Very high priority. I know that's kind of like not the easiest way to get to them, but there was for some time discussion also about adding fire up here. Just seem to be really struggling to find the location of Braziers. So that we could have fire arrows. I'm not sure where I am on that right now. I guess fire arrows in this direction are fine. Why not? Also, if those ballistas are made, and this is almost dug out, it's time to start building a moat. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you serious with me right now? Why are you digging that out? That's all going to be weird, and it's going to try to flood if I don't fill that back in. Nope. Don't dig that out. Dig this part out. So picky. You know, it does seem like that kind of messed up some of my stuff here. What? Didn't I just say stop digging that stuff out and fill it back in? I did, but I guess you didn't listen. Alright. Clay. Clay brick walls. I also want wooden beams here. Clay brick wall, clay brick wall, clay brick wall. Getting some good research up, right? Camera mod that lets you move the camera freely, not only from above. It's the best mod so far. Interesting. I definitely have, since doing this playthrough, looked at a bunch of the mods and been like, ah, okay. I would like that if I play through this again. I would like this mod and these ones that make you make stuff pretty. There's some very good make things pretty mods. Okay, almost. Yes. Okay, so get rid of that. That. Maybe leave him. Actually, maybe leave him. And do that instead. These like two little central pillars. I like that visually. And then if you're ready to build a lot more shelves. Boom. 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 I do see... I gotta do the floor here as well. Okie dokie. And the ice can be stored there and there. It's not going to quite work because if I do that, yeah. Okay. We'll go to donk, 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 donk. We're going to grab you. We're going to put it over here. We'll say there. Okay. And I'm going to put some wall torches so that we can see down here. And then just a little wooden beam in the middle. So that's just for decoration. Where did it go? I'm sure I placed one. Not to be trusted. So that'll be a nice big storage now for us. We are not going to have any wood for a while. Though, I mean, it's not as if we do not have trees out here we can't chop. We did plant all these trees a long time ago and then stop farming them properly, so... any mature trees are ripe for the pickings, baby. Let's grab a few. Meat pie has decomposed. Okay, 13 research is one of them. The planetarium. Yes. Was there something else I was looking for here? Yes, it was this. Furniture 4. Because that allows me to build... the prison warden's desk. Go down here. This better not need to be, like, in his bedroom. Because that would be nonsense. Settler has to have their own private chamber with a prison warden's desk. Oh, buddy, I guess you're sleeping down here with the prisoners then. That's the case. If that's the case... I mean, can people just walk through your bedroom to get to the prisoners? This desk is huge. I was really hoping you were going to get to have a good bedroom, but I guess not. If if I move these bookshelves out of here, I could cut this off. And then I could give him a separate bedroom here. You know what? We could do it. It does mean I need to relocate some of these bookshelves. Oh, jeez. Just hilarious. No room for all this technology we have. Boom. So, if you wanted a quality bed, I don't think you can have a quality bed, man. Because I think what's going to happen here is you're going to have this prison warden desk, and it either goes there, or here. I think that's where it goes. So, actually, comically enough, that is not a wall. And then the bed goes... All right, I got this figured out. Do you keep your feet toasty warm? No. Yeah, but like that. What a zoo. You are just getting a generic door, I'll tell you that much. The good part about this is, like, we do need more bedrooms, so forcing this isn't the worst thing we could be doing. We're also going to need more limestone, which means it's time to diggy hole. In fact, actually, we need a lot more limestone because we're not capable of finishing this right now. It'll go. It's really hard to do this in the winter because you can't see where anything is. Gold vein. Gold vein. Any more of that gold vein? Gold vein. All right. Yeah, we still have lots of iron left, so ain't gonna worry about that. No leading by example. And so this is going to be the royal bedroom. Which, I mean, there's not that much like fancy stuff. There's some polecat going around eating all my guys. We'll do the royal bedroom like this. We'll tuck a wardrobe into there. Give you a chest. You're definitely gonna need some good heating. Kind of want to give you like ornate bookshelves and stuff in here as well, but I'll probably just do something a little bit different. Do we have fancy tables? Quality tables? Yes. And quality chairs. Like that. Or I'm going to use a bunch of those fancy new fences we also unlocked as basically as like room dividers. Was my idea. But looking at it now, it might not actually work. It might be a little too cramped in here to do that. So if I put them in there, they can't actually get around that table. Foot. I could just spin this. You know what? I could spin this, and then I could actually limestone block wall this. Hear me out. Hear me out. No, not that. Limestone block that. Put a limestone archway. No, wait. Isn't there an ornate? Yeah, ornate wooden beam. That's the good stuff. It's probably what we should be doing here. I mean, I guess actually this is kind of almost a throne room. Let's give them a quality chair, and then everyone else maybe around it could just sit on, like, iron chairs? That's kind of badass. It's like a war council. I'm going to do the same thing with the ornate wooden beam right here. Should I move it forward one so I could put candlesticks behind it? The answer to that is obviously yes. So we'll do that. Step. Tack, tack, tack. Small table. And we can focus on doing like the decorations and stuff after. Now, candelabras. I guess they should be iron candelabras. This is business. Serious business. We do have a bit more space for something here. Can I select that wooden beam? Yes. Yes. And this wooden beam? Yes. And how about that wooden beam? Also, yes. I might actually make some of these a window. Yeah, I'll think about it. I just want to make the place look nice. That's all. This will be a cool royal bedroom, though. Especially once we start doing the decoration. Like we have the trophy rack. That's one thing, is that we can start trying to hunt for trophies and stuff too. The statue of the fox. Technically, we could put this in here. This is like the developer, but it does kind of feel like if we're going to do that anywhere, it's going to be here. Also, you know what, man? We have all this purple Twitch shenanigans. Don't we? We had all this purple Twitch shenanigans. Did they get rid of it all? Okay. Guess I just had to reactivate them. They aren't showing though. Maybe something got glitched out with them. People were pretty mad about them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to do something a little different. I think I am going to slap a medicine shelf on here just in case this person is ever wounded. We could decorate this pillar with a Church of Restitution. That's very fun. I'm going to do that for sure. Ah, there they are. Yeah, let's do that instead. This is the royal. This is the royal room. Let's put in the purple torches. Very sadly, these candelabras do not come in purple. But that's okay. Maybe we just do the bedroom. Seeking that little 3 gold ingot statue. Pa-ching! There are some like linen wall banners also we could put up, which for sure we're gonna do. We're gonna put them up here. We're gonna put them up here. Everything here is just kind of not quite the right size for what I want. Decorating. Wall tools, wall pottery, wall weapon rack. Let's do a weapon and a shield rack there. We could put in like a musical weapon rack there. A pottery rack here. It's got to be a usable space, you know? And I do think, you know, a small restitutionist shrine. I also did not realize this is you can change the banners. All right, that slaps. They've almost actually completed the above floor because we've just mined out so much limestone. So nice big window when you can change their style. You have 2 next to each other. Yeah, we did that on the side of the church here. We did that, though. It's really funny. This roof kind of blocks the view. There is a mod. One of the mods I would install next time is there's a mod for a flat roof option, and I think that would be kind of nice. I'm glad that the game just has, like, solid mod support. You have 11 research available. Ooh, not enough for library structures. Do I need that many more handbooks? I feel like I feel like I could probably stop making handbooks. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. They don't count the ones that we have. So I'm going to swap those all out a little bit. And how are we feeling for, like, our armor? Not enough resources. I can't tell if building a second smelter would be worthwhile. Though I do be thinking about it. We do be thinking about it quite a bit. One of the other ideas I had for this was just like continuing up this staircase up a whole bunch of other floors to add a big tower, but I don't know. It kind of seems like a waste. I don't know that it would visually look that nice either. I mean, our castle is very blocky, but like... Yeah, I think I'd rather use a limestone to actually build this outer wall. Are these all our sheep? How many fence breaches do I have right now? Just that one. I do not understand, Captain. Why do animals just go wherever they want? Why don't they live in pens? I have so many sheep. I have an ass named Jester. Jester, you're an ass, apparently. Where are they going? Like, are you trying to run off the map? My dude. No, you just wanted to go to the far spot where all the caps were. Is this my cow? It is. Confusing about that is like that cow, there's no reason he shouldn't be still in here. Oh man, ballistas. Oh yeah, look at all those ballista bolts. 25 in a stack, so 75 would be the whole kit and caboodle. Well, if that's the case, let's queue that bad boy up. We might as well make a full stack of it. Now, this was the other last little bit we needed to do. A drawbridge. A drawer bridge. And I think it goes right here. Six wide. Hot dog. I do 6 wide the whole way. That seems maybe unnecessary. But I don't know. Maybe it is necessary. I can naturally blend it in with this quarry. So let's do that. That's the clay quarry. That'll also create like a lake, which is kind of nice. I like that vibe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. That actually fits exactly with where I put that bridge. All right. Let's do that. We'll round out this area a little bit. I'm going to put some... I don't know. Should I put Merlins out here, maybe? I feel like that would make the most sense. Visually, looks kind of nice. And we have a moat that cuts all the way across that and fills in the quarry. And, you know, as long as we don't need any more clay, we should be fine. Planned it right when I clicked on that map. Shockingly, I didn't, but it is... The moment I discovered I could get a drawbridge, I was like, oh, okay, we're building a moat. I did have some thoughts about building double thick walls, but... I don't really think I need to if I have a moat. Extortion? What does this guy want? Let's emergency save. Just in case. Where's that dweeb? He's way out there. This seems to be looking good. Our food stockpiles. I mean, there's like no food in there. Probably because we have an insane amount of animals. In fact... Okay, 2 of you are asses. We have a lot of cats. Vermin control. Oh, dude, that's sick. Should everybody start getting cats? Chio, Dr. Sean, Eintroll. Who is Gerard? We'll skip you. Half Pint, Jareth. All of these dogs can be taught to haul. Jester, Christy, Livy. In pen. Interesting. So I can determine who is in the pen and who is not in the pen. So for example, I could kill all those. And I can also kill that chicken. And then I could say I have these 2 sheep in the pen and that sheep in the pen. And all the other sheep I can kill. And this will cut down on the amount of wandering sheep I have. I like that this dog cannot be trained, cannot be assigned to anybody. Because it does seem to be the case that if a sheep is born outside the pen, it stays outside the pen forever. Did I click free on all of those? 4 archers, 5 fierce marauders, 4 marauders, 2 ruthless. Yeah. No. Slaughter. Release. You are correct. Good catch, good catch. Good catch, good catch, good catch. Only the sheep. Thank you. 3 hours for the Circle of Avalon. All right, dudes, we got a lot of moat to dig. Probably need to build a slope here somewhere as well, but yeah, I'll worry about that when I get to it. Oh, you were missing one little piece of floor. I don't think I need another ornate arch there. I very much like this bedroom right now. I'll be excited when it's complete, because there's a lot going on there. Okay. I also really want to eat this deer, but if it wasn't named after somebody. 17 enemies have appeared. We have... What do you have? A stave sling. We got a couple guys with giant axes, giant hammers. Somebody here is a thug. It's pretty hard to tell who's who. Enemies have started their attack. Have they? Seem pretty chill about it. Okay, yeah, they have. So, we recently set up new rally points. So we should be able to go donga donga dong. Paul, you're meant to be on this rally point, but you're still praying. Plus, you're also meant to be on a rally point, but you're still praying. You're definitely there. I mean, ironically enough, Paul, you're not going to take part in the fights, so... Oh, buddy. Wait, who are my best shots? Also, I'm sorry, but, like, who is Gerard? Has this guy been here this whole time? He grows. He's a tailor. He's a really good tailor. Did this guy somehow rename himself? It's not Jareth. Who was my other tailor? I must have misclicked reroll Twitch name or something at some point. Buildings are looking magnificent. I'm very happy with them. Very, very, very much so. Missed the queue again this morning. Had to be better than last week. It was. Was it much better? Not so much. So, Jareth, I think we'll put you on that ballista. The needy, we'll put you here. Oh, that's kind of funny. All of these guys rallied inside, so I'm gonna have to relocate this flag to like here. Plus, you're on your way up. Paul is praying. Let him pray. Let the man cook. Jester, you got a sword. Get back out there. Y'all know the rules. Hold your grounds. I mean, here's the thing. I could just drop the portcullis. It'd be pretty damn easy. They're all going to come to us one by one. How's this thing work? Can you shoot it? I don't understand. Doesn't seem like you shot anybody. This ballista is meant to be able to hit people all the way out here. So, like, operate ballista. Oh! Attack continuously. Attack. Huh. It attacks an area instead of like a person. Wait. You got very confused there, buddy. Oh no, wait. Unless that did fire. Wait. Operate? Okay. That guy is shooting my wall. So let's try hitting him with a ballista. Whoa, okay. That seemed like it worked. In fact, it would appear that these guys have found a ramp over here. That lets them get into the back of my base. Oh boy. This is not the good. Tell you that much. Oh, there are like sight lines for this as well. Okay, you guys need to get over here. Maz looks down. Some heavy hitters in here. My troll becomes callous. Okay, not on the Merlins, dudes. Hold your grounds there. Is everybody going around this way? It does seem like that's the case at the moment. Paul is carrying the wounded to a bed. Okay, the rest of you guys get in here. That's locked, so all of you get down here. You guys are on ballistas. Killer. So the ballistas also do big AoEs. I think. Dr. Sean's unconscious. This is the first time we've ever had enemies like work their way around us. Okay, the ballistas are working, for the record. I would actually argue they are working quite well. That ballista just shot my own base. So I do gotta be a little bit careful about that. I'm actually not sure that it can shoot from this group. Chio is dead! The king is dead! Long live our king. 07's in the chat. The beleaguered settlement came under attack in the winter of 1355. The ordeal continued for 5 hours and 14 minutes. Not everyone survived this fateful encounter. Turktopia lost one of its people. Chio Hamaj died in the attack. 14 of our sworn enemies died during the fight. Plus Eaton, the bravest of our settlers, dealt the most blows to the foe with his longbow. Dr. Sean, with a sword and shield, took the most damage from the enemy, thinking only of defending Turktopia in its hour of need. Dr. Sean blocked the most hits. It would be recorded. Some of the buildings in Turktopia were destroyed under the bombardment of enemy weapons. A wooden wall and a limestone block floor. I think that's actually, we did the limestone block floor, but... And, boy, Dr. Sean is not in the best of shape either here. Oh, he managed to get back up, though. Can we get one more blister round off here? Feel like... Boom, boom. Well. Bells off, homies. That has got to go. That is a major, major, major issue. But I gotta be real, this has only heightened the need to improve our walls properly. I never knew there was a ramp there. I kind of want to just, like, leave these guys where they are. You know what I mean? Let them rot in the far reaches of this river. Anyone who's in town, that's 6 enemy corpses in town. We're going to take them. And we'll give them a proper burial. Because they were brave soldiers who made it all the way in. Six. But anybody who didn't make it inside the gates, they're cowards. Paul, what are you doing down here, buddy? Not picking up a dozen two-handed flails, I hope. Chio met her untimely end at the age of 52. Her last words, until we meet again, laid down her life trying to slay a band of fierce marauders. That's you right there, baby. Your heretic crown, your short sword and armor. I tell you what, I'm not going to strip you of your gear. And furthermore, we can bury you in the ossuary. We haven't had a chance to bury anybody in here. We made a tomb, and we haven't had a chance to use it. I think I'm going to get rid of this shrine. You know what? Why don't I just put it on the way in? People can have their prayer and then come down here. I also do feel like if we're going to bury people in here and they're going to be Twitch chatters, I want to put one of these Twitch torches on the wall. Light the place up purple. Do we have a mass grave or a burn pyre? Yeah, we were gonna make a burn pyre actually right here to just start burning corpses instead of burying them, but I've been doing unmarked graves for the enemy. We had to take a bunch of them up at one point, but it's been okay. Whoops. Plus, you did not get undrafted, which probably means that that other person didn't get undrafted. No, everybody's okay. I'm a bit worried about people's wounds, but nobody looks like they're bleeding. Damn, dude. I was going to give Chio this, this royal bedroom. It only seemed right with the whole golden armor and all, but now I don't know who we're going to give. That's why you needed your golden armor. It's facts. Give it to Chio the second. Yeah, we didn't have any other renames, and I don't know who this was. Which is driving me nuts. Yarr. It's like a steering wheel in me crotch. It's driving me nuts. So, Chio the second. But the problem is like, you're an archer now, Chio the second. So, you can't be the king. The king has to be a frontliner. What are you eating? Sheep. You sneaky sheeps. I do like that this little shrine does get some use. And it does seem like this one was getting some use as well. Homies are repairing everything up here. Fix some mud block floors. Yeah, see, this is kind of interesting. The Merlins you can actually see through. Oh, because I guess you'd be able to shoot down through them as well. So maybe they don't kill line of sight. Or is there meant to be floors underneath these? Fix those corner pieces. These are a mess. Who designed this tower? Fired. I mean, the idea that they can shoot down them makes a lot of sense to me, personally, but settlers are becoming annoyed. Settlers are exhausted. Why are people coming out here? What's out here, dudes? What are you doing out here? Hauling stockpile. What are you hauling? Who gave me a gift that's secretly down here that our guys are going halfway across the map to pick up? I know one of you did it. Stew. Is that what you're hauling? You're looking for something. Aha. No. You're just going back that way. You guys do it. Ah. I'm just dumb. I haven't reopened the portcullis. So in order to get to this, everyone is taking this one hole in the wall and trying to get there. One, two, three, four, five. Where did I put that other one? There's only 5? All right. That's also bricked back up. And that's been mined. So we shouldn't have anybody else just climbing up this hill. A lot more HP as well. Yeah, I know. You're all annoyed and exhausted because I made you swim through an icy cold river in the middle of winter instead of opening the door. But to be fair, that's a very good reason to be annoyed at me. And unhappy. Friend died. I lost conscience. Those are good reasons to be unhappy. Still a hole in your tower and your drawbridge? Oh, right there. There we go. Problem solved. You know, I was thinking I was going to have to build a slope, but actually, I guess I have a quarry here, so if people really want to... If people get stuck, they can just swim out, climb up the quarry. I'm really curious if this is going to work. Because I don't have a good goddamn clue. I have enough to unlock the planetarium. It requires 25 gold ingots. Which is, in a word, bonkers. We could also set up a market cross. Also set up a trebuchet. Also set up incendiary trebuchet projectiles. No, no. No, don't do that. Let's go for the scalarium first. Planetarium. It's a pretty build. I don't really want to take out this central beam because it is kind of going the whole way through my entire place. So it feels like I'd really be like missing something if we did that. You know? Lionheart, hello! Welcome on in, dudes. Welcome to Going Medieval. Welcome to our little medieval village that we've built up piece by piece. Block by block. And all of our little people inside of it. Come on in. You actually just missed a huge fight where raiders snuck in through my wooden walls down here in the corner, swam across a river, attacked my base instead of coming up to the main defensive positions. I didn't see it coming. We lost one of our most prominent people in the community. But, you know, these are some losses. We're currently in the process of digging a moat and building a cool drawbridge outside of our base. Come on in. This is Going Medieval. It is a colony builder, a medieval colony builder. If you've played RimWorld with a bunch of medieval mods on it before, it's a lot like that. But you don't have to be like, what do I have to do to get the mechanoids not show up and kill me every single time? It's been very, very fun. We've been very enjoying it. We're close to the end game. We have a whole village here with all sorts of stuff going on to it. I'll give you a little tour. As we come in across the drawbridge, we have our temple to the Oak Brethren. These are sort of our druids. You come in to a nice lake, natural lake on the left, and then our farmland on the right, where we have little picnic tables and our little stoneworking section. If we head down this little alleyway, we have our Church to the Restitution down here, a beautiful little spot that we built up early on, along with our infirmary to the side of it. We have an inn right here with our kitchen. We have our food stockpiles down below. We've got second floors like flop houses and bedrooms. As we head down the stairs into the lower part of town, we have our carpenter and artist residence here on our left. We have our blacksmith here on our right, important in any good medieval community. And then our tailor over here. On top of these guys, there is some extra storage as well as some bedrooms that feed back out onto the main floors. And then we have our main castle down here, which starts with a massive library on the main floor. As you go down, we have our armory and sort of war room. Below that, we have the prison. which I'm actually remembering we got to assign that bed properly. As you go up, we have our training grounds where everybody practices with military equipment and whatnot, gets better at fighting. And then above that, we have a royal bedroom that's in the process of being built. And then the top of the castle. This is the town. This is the town in a nutshell. We have this really cool map where we came in and there was this nice like waterfall bobby pin waterfall. So I just said like, oh man, we're going to build up right here. We're going to make a really, really hard to capture spot. Defend it here. We recently just unlocked drawbridges, so we're trying to get that all set up and we're very much enjoying it. Gotta run and hide. We have a friendly visit from a merchant coming on in. We'll see what he's got to say. Once he gets to town, and not beforehand. So I was just thinking to myself, that prison, this needs to belong to Half Pint is our warden. And I believe, yeah, because we just put that special desk in there, he can upgrade from Prison Warden 2 to Prison Warden 3, which does, I don't really know. He gets upset at doing military jobs now, but he's cold hardy. He's got a green thumb. He's robust. 40 winks. You know, I guess he's a noble at this point. He's kind of a noble. Our bird needs... What happened to your private room? You had one. He must have froze. So I think he just needs to get better at speechcraft. Which he's not very good at because we never seem to manage to take any prisoners despite the fact that we're mostly using maces. I mean, I guess we're mostly using arrows to stop raids, but... I wonder if I should build a little ramp right here as well. Just in case. Just in case people get stuck in this moat. I'd like them to be able to get out somehow. Okay, we have no limestone bricks. We have no clay bricks. So there's not really any building we can do until all that starts coming back in. The merchant is here, though, so I'm going to send Half Pint to barter with him because we don't have a broker. So I do wonder if we could assign one. This guy has a textbook. Hanakat's sketchbook. We're going to try to buy that if we can. He's got research tables. He's got a bunch of furniture, pretty much. Some technology, mechanical components, but they're 92 a pop. No siree. You've got healing kits, mechanical components. All right. Let's trade you some stuff. That's bad. 161 buckets of water. I'd love to get rid of that. I still haven't figured out what we use tallow for. Especially because we have beeswax. So we'll sell off some of it. A lot of meat, but I want that through the summer, through the winter. We actually have pickled vegetables, which is nice. I have a sizable amount of linen because we've been farming flax. So let's sell him that. We even have cheese. Look at us go. Here, look at that. I'd love to get more gold from this guy. He's got a bunch of gold. So if we actually have things that we could sell him for money. I mean, I know we have like 8 gajillion sheep. Like a lot of deer leather and sheep leather as well. I guess we don't go through that much. We could sell him mechanical components. But I also feel like we need those for the drawbridge right now. Alright, well, maybe I'll just sell him this then. Most of this I don't want to give away. I don't want to really be selling any of it. Could I give you 161 bottles of water? Because there's no way for us to get rid of that item otherwise. So what am I buying? A textbook and 40 gold. Sold! We really should spend more time doing lectures in the library as well. Because we have quite a few textbooks. We have one on growing, one on cooking, one on smithing, and one on medicine. Can I do smithing? And can I add in our 2 smiths? Who are... I know one of them is... Oh, neat. You can add in all the visitors as well. One of them is Noroth Smith. And... God. Who else was the one who was good at smithing? I want to say it was Chio who just died. No, Mazlik was good at smithing. Is anybody else? I mean, just in case. It doesn't hurt to have an extra smith. No, not really. Alright, so just the 2 of you. These events are something that we're not really doing a lot of, but they are really good at keeping everybody's moods up, which does make them all work faster, so... Realistically, we should be doing it more. Okay, nice. And we have dug this out now as well. Got that set up. What do we need for this drawbridge? I need 80 wood, and that's about it. Wood seems to actually be what I don't have a lot of right now. And I'll tell you what. I think it's because we stopped all of our forests from growing. Yeah, look, they all got level ups for just like doing that little class. Definitely want to do that more often. You're dead. You're dead. If this is the case, we could also probably set up... We're at the end of winter right now. That was a decent study group. If spring is coming, setting up a bunch of forests up here on the other side of the quarry, I think is the way to go. Because we do sort of desperately need wood. All of this will keep growing, but it's all so tight together that it's not doing a very good job. So, this was maples and oak trees. I like oak trees. I think they give us the best bang for our buck. And if we keep them a little apart from each other, then they grow even better. Because they won't get like their stunted debuff. It's a bit annoying to grow them this way, but honestly, I think it's worth it. Plus, it'll probably look really nice. A mysterious gift from the jester. Shown up with 1,000 beets. Still have a bunch of sturdy caps down here on this bridge. At some point, I think I might just bridge from like here to here. So that we don't have to go like all the way down. I feel like that might be okay. We have this bridge and it looks really nice, so. Everybody's swimming around in it. least they're not made out of cats. This is true. Just beets, not cat flavored beets. So we do also still have the oil press, the distillery, and the spirit distillery, and the saltpeter. There are still 4 workshops we haven't built. I think up next I'm going to get merchant structures 3. Because we have this center of town that's meant to be for merchants coming in, and I like that vibe. Our drawbridge is being built. Let's go. This is good because they are digging out underneath it right now. And so if this wasn't built, they'd soon not have a way in and out of the base. Boom. Drawbridge. Dwarven atom smasher. Oh, man. Stoked. I'm really digging that. I'm really digging that quite a lot. Kind of animal was said you hats made out of cats? Well, turns out. Honestly, I think if we want any of those distilleries, saltpeters, etc., I've got to dig down. I've got to put basements on these buildings because I don't really have any room to build another building. Unless I want to make an expansion up here on top of the ossuary. I don't really. Panini no longer considers Pony Girl a friend. The reason, he likes really ugly art. Cold, dude. We do have all of our artwork up here. There is the Black Knight. Tis just a flesh wound. This is somebody being burned alive. This is fine. There's the Black Knight again. What do we have on this wall? Justice illo unis signus. I think this is a Hot Fuzz reference. 2 cops trying to chase a goose. That's very funny. I like these paintings a lot. Ooh. We also got the purple torches going now in the royal bedroom. And the war council is complete. Dude. That bedroom's looking great. That bedroom's looking real nice. Very, very happy with it. Fire. Hey. Get your lightning strikes out of here. Okay. So the moat. There's the moat and there's like getting a bit more limestone to finish these walls. Replace these walls with wood. Get the moat up. And then I think any digging we do after that is iron. It's iron, it's steel. It's getting everybody geared. Yeah, mail armor, mail armor. Mail armor. Our soldiers are the ones missing armor the most. Knights have a bit of plate on, which they're not even really meant to be wearing. But if there are frontline guys and they don't have armor, that really doesn't feel smart. $90 metal, 65 metal. Where are we getting slowed down here? We made a couple of those maces. I guess we were losing a lot making these mechanical components for everything, which we shouldn't be hit with anymore. Because we have all the ballistas and stuff that we want. Once we have a moat as well, we can also start using fire arrows, which is gonna be sick. I'm stoked about that. Male armor, what about female armor? Oh my god. I didn't think of that at all. Everybody's just been using gender neutral armor this whole time. It's been working out okay for them though. I do love that there's just a couple corpses at the bottom of the river right now. Something very satisfying about that. Half pint, sleeping underground. Hey, wait a minute. You're meant to be circular, facing that way. How is his bedroom? Uninspiring. Yeah, I bet it is. Can we maybe, like, man, at least put something on the walls down here? This is bumming me out, dude. At least give him a banner. Maybe some, like, some pottery. He's meant to be the jailer. He's got his prison warden desk down here, but it is cramped. That being said, the prison is never used, ever, basically, in any conditions, so... I think all of our bookshelves are also getting filled up again. It's not too bad. There's a lot of corpses in here. Why? God damn. Carcasses are not meant to be stored in there, dudes. I gotta dig more graves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chio. Didn't we bury all those people? All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happened to Chio's sarcophagus? It has not been made because we don't have enough limestone for it. I am a bit worried that his corpse... It's gonna rot there, but it says here it's gonna take over 10 years, so maybe I shouldn't worry. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that until next time. How dare you assume my armor's gender? Why, I oughta... folks, that's all the time we've got. We've got to wrap up a little bit early today, but we will be continuing this run here tomorrow. So you'll have to come back and see how we do, how the moat finishes. And then, honestly, I think I want to try taking on one of these bandit camps. We don't know where any are right now, but a merchant will come along in the spring, which it just hit, and they will tell us about it. So when they do, we'll have a plan. We'll try to go take on a bandit camp. We'll see how we do. We'll say it beforehand, just in case. But that's going to be the plan. We'll leave it at spring 1. Until next time. Have a good one.